The issue on the table. France is on the verge of war with England. Now, do we provide aid and troops to our French allies, or do we just stay out of it? Remember, my decision on this matter is not subject to congressional approval. The only person you have to convince is me, Secretary Jefferson. You have the floor, sir.
When we were on death's door when we were needy, we made a promise. We signed a treaty. We need money and guns and have a chance. Who provided those funds?
France.
And in return, they didn't ask for land. Only a promise that we'd lend a hand and stand with them. So they fought against oppressors, and revolution is messy, but now is the time to stand. Stand with our brothers as they fight against tyranny. I know that Alexander Hamilton is here, and he would rather not have this debate, but I remind you that he is not Secretary of State. He knows nothing of loyalty. Smells like new money, dresses like fake royalty. Desperate to rise above the station. Everything he does betrays the ideals of our nation. Hey, if you don't know, now you know, Mr. President.
Thank you, Secretary Jefferson. Secretary Hamilton, your response.
You must be out of your goddamn mind if you think the president is going to bring the nation to the brink of meddling in the middle of a military mess, a game of chess where France is queen and kingless. We signed a treaty with the king whose head is now in a basket. Would you like to take it out and ask it? Should we honor our treaty, King Louis said? Do whatever you want, I'm super dead.
Enough. Hamilton is right.
Mr. President.
We're too fragile to start another fight.
But sir, do we not fight for freedom?
Sure, when the French figure out who's gonna lead them.
The people are leading.
The people are rioting. There's a difference. Frankly, it's a little disquieting that you would let your ideals blind you to reality. Hamilton,
Sir,
draft a statement of neutrality.
did you forget Lafayette?
What?
Have you an ounce of regret? You accumulate debt, you accumulate power, yet in their hour of need you forget.
Lafayette's a smart man, he'll be fine. And before he was your friend, he was mine. If we try to fight in every revolution in the world, we never stop. Where do we draw the line?
So quick-witted.
Alas, I admit it.
Bet you were quite a lawyer.
My defendants got acquitted.
Hey, someone ought to remind you.
What?
You're nothing without Washington behind you.
Hamilton.
Daddy's calling.
Hi, I hope you're enjoying the video so far. I just want to give you guys more of an understanding over what the Anti-Federalists and Federalists are. At this point in time, the Anti-Federalists were a political party called the Democratic Republicans. They were led by Thomas Jefferson, and their big tent included things such as a weak central government, the states having most of the power, no national bank, and things like that. The Federalists, which were led by Alexander Hamilton and definitely George Washington, believed in a very strong central government. They believed that the government should be able to tax. They should be able to have a strong militia. They should have a national bank. And this led for a lot of tension between the two groups, especially when it came to the Constitution. The Democratic Republicans and the Anti-Federalists were very against the Constitution. They believed that this would give too much power to the central government, and they didn't want that. Until the Bill of Rights, they refused to vote for it. The Bill of Rights was finally the turning point that allowed the Anti-Federalists and the Federalists to see kind of eye to eye on this Constitution. Some other prominent members in these two parties were James Monroe, Patrick Henry, and Sam Adams on the Anti-Federalists, and John Adams, and James Madison when it came to the Federalists. A big argument other than the Constitution was the economy. The Democratic Republicans really felt that the state should have everything to do with it. And the Federalists were just like, that's an awful idea. That's going to lead to struggles. It's going to lead to eventually an insurmountable debt. This led to a constant fight between the Federalists and Anti-Federalists when it came to things such as the national bank that Alexander Hamilton established.